Okay, so tonight you were assigned a homework assignment on decoding DNA. That is on page 33 in your packet. That is the first page 33 that you come to. Remember, this packet had an error in the numbering. So the first page 33 that you come to, the page before the snorks, is the page you should be working on for homework. Your homework has a chart that looks like this at the bottom of the page, and above it, it has one of these codon charts. It doesn't have the circular one, it has this chart form. So I made another chart here so that I'm not doing all of the homework for you, and I'm going to show you how to work through this chart to complete your homework. And I put 2 amino acid charts up here, or codon charts, so that you can see how we use them. So we'll start here at the bottom of the box. On your homework, this one says tryptophan. Again, I changed it so that I'm showing you an example and I'm not doing your homework for you. So if we look up this one, this is MET. And if we find that in our amino acid or codon chart, MET is right here, and it says that the codon that it goes with is AUG. Now remember, that is the codon, not the anticodon. So AUG is the codon that we just found based on our amino acid. That codon was formed from a DNA strand, and in order to figure out what DNA strand it was formed from, you have to find the pairs. So apples in the tree, chips with guacamole. Remember that T's were replaced with U's, so treat U like T. So apples in the tree, A pairs with T. U is treated like a T, so T goes with A. And then chips with guacamole, G goes with C. To find the anticodon is equivalent to the tRNA. Again, you have to find the pairs. So apple goes with tree, but remember it has to be switched to a U anytime it's in RNA, whether it's tRNA or mRNA, we have to change T to U. U gets paired with A, and G gets paired with C. If I move into the second column here, I have UAG in the anticodon spot. Now I need to figure out what the mRNA codon is before I can find the amino acid. So I'm going to work up here to the mRNA. U pairs with A pairs with U, G pairs with C. So I will search for AUC in the codon chart, and A in the first position here. U, the second position, is up here at the top, so I'm working in this first box here, and C is ILE. So the amino acid that I am coding for is ILE. Remember that mRNA is coded from a DNA strand, so we have to find the DNA strand that made this mRNA strand. Apples in the tree. U is like a T, so we're treating it like a tree. So apple goes with tree and chips with guacamole. Moving into the third chart, this time I'm going to use the circular codon chart, just so you get some practice using that one. When we use the circular codon chart, the first letter is in the very middle. The second letter is the ring out from that, and the third letter is the final ring out from that, with all of the amino acids going around the outside. So we will start with our DNA strand this time, and it says CCG. So again, pairing it up. Chips go with guacamole. Chips go with guacamole. Guacamole goes with chips. So the codon that I'm looking for is GGC. So I come to the first letter G, that's in this yellow spot. The second letter is G, continuing to this yellow spot. And the final letter is a C, and that tells me GLY is my amino acid. And you can just use the abbreviations. You do not have to write out the entire name of the amino acid. For the anticodon, I like to leave anticodons for last. Anticodon is just what would pair up with the codon. So G pairs with C, G pairs with C, C pairs with G. In the last column here, we have the mRNA, so we could jump all the way to the amino acid, we could build the anticodon, we can figure out the DNA, we can kind of do whichever we want. I'll jump upwards and build the DNA. So A pairs with T, I'm allowed to have a T in my DNA. I am not allowed to have T in the mRNA or in the tRNA, which is the anticodon. G pairs with C, C pairs with G. In the anticodon, A will pair with U, because remember, it's apples in the tree, but we're not allowed to have a tree. We're not allowed to have T in the anticodon. G pairs with C, C pairs with G. Last but not least, we need to find our amino acid. Remember, the amino acid is based off of this, the mRNA codon. So the mRNA codon A, G, C. Starting at the first letter A, you always start at the very center. Work your way out. G is yellow. C is this blue one. And that is SER, S-E-R. Again, you do not need to write out the entire name of the amino acid. You can just use the abbreviation that's given in the chart. So use those instructions, those steps to complete your homework. Again, yours has different letters in it than the one that I just completed for you. Yours is this one down here. So make sure you have that completed for class tomorrow.